There's two things in your golf swing that you want to make sure you do with your trail arm that there's a high likelihood that you're probably doing the opposite of these two things. We're going to show you what they are, how to ingrain them in your swing. In today's video, you're going to learn exactly why you should be doing these two things, one in the backswing, one in the downswing, and then we'll show you what should happen and why it's probably opposite of what you're doing now. Then of course, show you how to ingrain it. Shaun, to get started, let's have you jump into a setup from down the line. Now you'll notice his trail arm is hanging right out of his socket at about a 45-degree angle. Is a pretty common number relative to his torso angle. Now if he just stands up, you can see that 45 degrees intact. If he just relaxes his arm, it'll drop. Okay, so let's go back to the setup. All right, stand up for us. Okay, so what most of you are doing, we see it every day in lessons, is in the backswing, you're lowering your trail arm.
Kind of like that.
You're pulling that trail arm towards the shirt seam.
Like you were going to lawnmower it.
Right. In the downswing, you're doing the opposite. You're taking the trail arm away from the shirt seam.
That way. So
Yes.
it kind of looks like that.
Or it could just be inside takeaway.
Yeah.
Get the elbow in front in the downswing. Either way, you're lowering in the backswing, lifting in the downswing. That is the opposite of what good players do. So let's talk about what should happen now. So let's go back to your address position. Okay, so if you just stand up from there, the arm should lift in the backswing. Yep, so the arm's gonna bend and lift. Okay, and in the downswing, the arm should lower.
And there you go.
Okay, now that makes a lot of sense when you can just stand up and do it because you're not rotating, you're not trying to hit anything. Now the rubber meets the road when you actually start to move in the swing.
Yeah, so if I take it up to the top here and do it correctly like Mike is talking about, it's that motion down to the ball, right? Just the pivot. We've talked about this before, and the pivot brings it around.
Yes, if you do that, you can't be steep.
No.
You can't be steep, you'll be shallow, and you'll also have to rotate. So these two key movements that most of you are doing opposite will make a huge difference in your overall golf swing. No more inside takeaway, no more getting stuck in the backswing, and then the benefit of getting on plane or shallow, whatever you prefer, and rotation in the downswing just by how this trail arm moves. So before we show you the drill to do, if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button below. We really appreciate it. Most of you watching the channel aren't subscribed, so please do that. Also, hit the comments. Let us know what you're struggling with your swing so we can make new content for you to help you out. And then below that, you're gonna see a pinned comment. Make sure to click on that link if you want more free training. We'll take you right to some more pretty cool training to help you out with this. So let's talk about one of our favorite drills in the golf swing, much less just for this.
Yeah, so you can do it with a club or without a club. I have a club in my hand, so we'll do it this way. You just take it in your trail hand where you normally would grip it, and then take an open hand and just put it under your tricep here with some fingers sticking out like that, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna take your stance and you're gonna start to turn your body and then let this elbow rotate and fold all the way up to the top of the swing so that it doesn't come off the hand.
Now we used to do this drill a little differently. We used to hook it.
Yeah.
And we don't like doing that anymore.
No, I stopped doing that because they would cheat it somewhat and they would pinch it in.
Yep.
So I leave the fingers there to give it a little bit of play. It's okay to have a little bit of this play as you take it up. You just don't want to be going this way with it.
And this forces you to do the correct motion, whereas if you hook it, you kind of don't have a choice. So this is actually the learning here.
Well, that Mike makes a great point. If I'm hooking it, the hand, when you take your hand off, you're just going to go
You're
like
gonna snap
this.
it out there, yep.
So if you have it with just the fingers, you get a little bit of play, but you know not to go too far because that would get my arm lowering behind my body too much.
So that's the lifting in the backswing that
Yeah.
happens. Now what about the lowering in the downswing?
So you could do it something similar. So what you want to do is feel like wherever your hand is here at the top, you're going to reconnect. It will actually hit your thumb because of the way my hand is positioned. Your thumb will hit your rib cage early in the downswing.
And put some pressure on that thumb.
Yeah, just feel like it reconnects. You can see how it reconnects without narrowing my elbow. That's a big one. Reconnect the arm. As I do that, I'm pivoting and going forward. That puts the hands up where they belong, up in here, and it allows the club to be on plane. It just planes automatically if you do it right.
Super simple drill. We like simple drills because they work. These drills have been around a long time. Do that to your golf swing. make sure, if you don't even do the drills, just make sure you stop lowering your arm in the backswing, and please, for the love of everything that's good, stop trying to drive that elbow forward and actually raising the arm in the downswing. The opposite happens in good swings. You want to get a good swing, do this drill.